Get over here! Get over here! Get over here!
Yo guys, what's going on? It's Cloud here, and today I'm going to be making a very fast and simple Frost Death Knight guide, seeing as the expansion is coming to an end soon, so I thought I might as well get something out there because honestly there isn't too much about Death Knights out, so here we go. We'll start with the talents. First we go Shattering Strike, just good DPS for Frost Strike. Obviously that's your dump, so you know that's a necessity. Freezing Fog's okay. I prefer Murderous Efficiency just because you know your Killing Machine effect procs quite often, so the 50% chance of a rune is always handy for Remorseless Winter and you know, further obliterating someone. Next we're going to go for Ice Cap. You want that Pillar of Frost as much as possible. This is probably one of the most important moves for a Death Knight because it really can spike your damage during the period that it's on, so the more it's up the better. For this one it's a no-brainer. You want Winter is coming. As a Frost Death Knight you have pretty decent CC when it comes to slowing, so there isn't a reason that you shouldn't get the stun off. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it is impossible sometimes with casters, but you know, this is the go-to. If you can land that 4-second stun, that's like a big, you know, obviously you're either going to get a medallion or you're going to pump out some deeps. So you know, you want to go for this. Blinding Sheet is alright, but I mean, you know, Winter is coming. And next we're going to go for Permafrost. This one, I mean, it's alright. Volatile Shield if you're going against heavy spell damage and all that, you know, warlocks and mages and whatever, but otherwise this one's the go-to just for, you know, you chopping the shit out of someone, you get a barrier. Next you want to go Gathering Storm. Frozen Pulse is good, but Gathering Storm is the one. Obviously if you can maintain that, the damage is just insane. Obviously for arena and stuff, when you know, maybe 2 or if you're doing 3s, if everyone's around you, everyone's going to feel that Remorseless Winter. So this is definitely my go-to because you can keep it along, you know, you can keep it alive for quite a long time with Murderous Efficiency, if you're lucky. So you want to go for that. Next we got Obliteration. Breath of Sindragosa was my go-to, but honestly it's not very practical in arena. I mean, it can be good for arena, but most of the time you'd prefer being able to just chop the shit out of one target, you know what I mean? Breath of Sindragosa is definitely more AoE, so maybe, I mean, I used to use it a lot for BGs just because, you know, you'd be able to bang it out with the empowered rune, you know, you just fucking breathing shit on everyone in it, and it's all good and that. But I'm definitely gonna have to take Obliteration. I only started taking that recently actually, but it is definitely, it's another Pillar of Frost basically. So yeah, you want to go for Obliteration, I'd say. Alright, so for the honor talents we're gonna go for obviously as human I get every man for himself, but I still take the medallion just because, you know, fucking medallion, man, like who doesn't take that shit? I can't really, I mean, okay, so next we're gonna go for you know, any of these, man, I guess. I mean, you know, these two are kind of optional, right? I mean, I go for the 10% health just to scare people. You know, they just see you and they're like, oh shit, that guy's got health. So you know, this is pretty much my go-to. For the next one I used to go dark, Simulacrum, right? Yeah, if I said that right. Obviously, you know, you copy an ice block, you can copy a you know, a bubble, and copy a glacial spike. It's nice, it's great, but I started taking anti-magic zone just for being able to save allies. It's actually not too bad. Obviously I'm normally the one that's focusing a spellcaster, so if I'm focusing a spellcaster and, you know, my ally is getting fucking nuked or something, right, by the mage or the warlock or whatever, I just fucking bang, just drop that shit right on them, and then boom, that's 60% spell damage reduction right there. So you know, that's fucking great. I mean, Decomposing Aura is probably the best one in this tier 2, just for limiting health. Obviously with healers that's definitely handy, and it just lowering their health. I think that's more than like 10%, right? So that's pretty damn good. This one's alright as well. This one I'm guessing is for Unholy. I haven't really fucked with Unholy too much, so I don't know, but yep, Decomposing Aura. For this one you want Frozen Centaur, Remorseless Winter Roots. That's just enough said, you know what I mean? It's always good. You catch someone with Remorseless Winter and then you bum them for 4 seconds, and then, you know, there you go, or 5 seconds, right? And then there you go. For the last one, I mean, this is I think it's between these two. I don't really know if this one's great, right? So I mean, I go chill streak just because it's a nice distance, you know, it's help you close the gap with people running away, reduces movement speed by 70% for 4 seconds. So obviously it can bounce as well in arena BGs. It's always handy. This one's obviously good as well, but I mean, I prefer the snowball to the head, right? I mean, you just fucking chuck it at their head. So yeah. Alright, so that's pretty much talent summarized, I guess. Alright, so next we're going to be looking at the rotation for you know, chopping the shit out of someone, right? So, you know, you got Pillar of Frost to start with. Remorseless Winter should be up whenever you have it. That's you know, a no-brainer. Remorseless Winter is you know, should be the go-to, right? So nice and simple, Frost and boom, and then Obliterate, right? You obliterate the shit out of something. Use all your procs. So whenever Howling Blast is up or Killing Machine, and then when nothing's up, you got Frost Strike. So you got an Obliterate proc there. You know, just use Obliterate until it's fucked. You get Howling Blast, and then all full, and then boom. There you go, nice and simple. You know, it's honestly, it's not rocket science playing Frost Death Knight. There isn't much to it. So you just, you know, you chop the shit out of shit, man. Nice and simple. There you go, chop the shit out of shit, right? That's how you play Frost Death Knight. Okay, so that's pretty much the rotation. Obviously, you know, the defensive when you Icebound Fortitude and Death Strike if you're gonna die. If you're running for your life, you know, a fucking Frost Mage is Ice Lancing you right in the ass. You just got a fucking, you know, Icebound Fortitude and then Death Strike, right? And then boom, there's a fat fucking heal for you. There's a fat heal, right? And you know, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? This Death Knight just healed all of his health. And there you go. Obviously, you have the big boy. Whenever you're feeling, I kind of, you know, I recorded the take and it didn't go so great, so it's on cooldown. But you know, you just fucking drop that Sindragosa's Fury on anyone's head, man. When you feel like you know you're ready to kill them, just fucking destroy them. You just drop that shit, and then there you go. That's done. Right, nice and simple. Okay, that's pretty much the rotation for Frost Death Knight. You just drop shit on them and then they die, man. Yeah, it doesn't get any easier than that. All right, guys. So I think I've talked enough. Here I have my rating. I know it's not like great or nothing, but I mean, it's a little something in it. You know what I mean? And then I got yeah, so I'm 948, you know, banging these two legendaries and whatever, just in case you want to know. So yeah, I mean, you're not really gonna learn much unless I show at least like 1 or 2 clips. So yep, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I mean, I'll be making a Frost Death Knight PvP montage soon, hopefully. So look forward to that. All right, peace. Fuck me.